Hey, this is Keith Perhac. Let's talk lifetime value. Are you ready? Lifetime value is what it says on the box. It's the total amount of value that a customer is going to give you over their entire lifetime. And it's different than standard customer value, which is just a point in time. Lifetime value is calculated pretty much the same way that normal value is calculated. It's the amount of revenue that each of your customers is generating for your business. The main difference is that instead of looking at orders within a given time frame, we're instead looking at orders throughout the entire lifetime of those customers. So even if someone bought this month, we're not just looking at this month, we're looking at last month and the month after and the month after that. And to understand in aggregate how much customers will spend with you through their entire engagement with you. So lifetime value is by definition lifetime. It's the entire usage and entire engagement of the customer. But when people talk about lifetime value, they're really looking at lifetime value as a way to understand return on investment. Being able to see, okay, I need people to pay back their cost of acquisition within 2 months or 3 months or 4 months. So what's the lifetime value within those 3 to 4 months? And then we can look at customer lifetime value for the entirety to understand how well our marketing is doing, even 6 months, 9 months, and 10 months down the road. But really, we're trying to understand return on investment over time. There's 2 ways to know if your lifetime value is good or bad. So the first is that it is continuously increasing. If your lifetime value is not increasing, then it's kind of a bad lifetime value. If everyone buys one time and then they're done, you really don't have any lifetime value. You just have that initial value. The second one is that if you are getting return on investment. So if your lifetime value is less than it costs to acquire a customer on average, then that lifetime value is not going to be good. So 2 things. You want lifetime value to give you back your ROI, and then you want the lifetime value to be continuously increasing over time. When I'm looking at lifetime value, I'm trying to tie it back to a marketing activity or a campaign or something that I am doing. I am trying to understand where my most valuable leads come from, what types of leads provide the most value and the most revenue to my business. So overall, I'm looking at things like lead magnets or quizzes or customer segments or advertising campaigns. I generally don't break down by smaller things like by a singular ad. I generally look at the overarching, what am I doing and what is that return? What is that lifetime value on that marketing activity that I take? The number one way you can improve your LTV is by offering other products. And it seems so obvious, but this is the number one thing that I think is hard for people to do. How do you continue to offer good products and good services and things that become recurring purchases for your customers? And that's the easiest way to increase that LTV. And what's the biggest mistake people make with their LTV? Not being able to measure it. It's really hard to measure people's lifetime value without looking at them individually in your CRM. So you need to be able to look at lifetime value over campaigns, over marketing activities, and be able to aggregate that information. To calculate your own lifetime value and analyze it by channel and segment and all on the fly, sign up for a free trial of SegMetrics. I think you should look at LTV about as often as people have a chance to purchase. So if you have a monthly subscription product, or if you have products that are continuing to buy, or people have a purchase cycle of 2 to 3 weeks, then you should check probably 2 to 3 weeks. Anything less than a month just doesn't make sense. I would probably check quarterly, and that's generally what we do at SegMetrics. The way you know your LTV is accurate is by checking it in SegMetrics. But to be honest, what you really need to be able to do is be able to see for each person, how much money did they generate over time? And keeping in mind things like refunds and unpaid invoices and things like that. And then you just add them up and average. So it's a very simple calculation, but you have to be sure of what it is. Thanks for watching. To learn more about your lifetime value and other key marketing metrics, check out SegMetrics. I'll see you there.